friends. I've never done a live before, so if I have massive technical difficulties, I hope that you will forgive me. I have so much to say and don't know how to even put it in an email or even a post or anything along those lines. So I thought that maybe going live for the first time was a really good idea. So this is the majority of the studio right behind me. Our cabinet of Cosmo floss and our DMCs back here. And then all of the samples of the kits. I have a whole nother section that is just all of the laser cut stuff. But most importantly, I've been off of social media for what feels like almost 2 months now. I wanted to let everybody know that we are still here. If you've noticed, I'm in North Carolina. I am, but I am just outside of Western North Carolina, and we are fine. I have friends and shops and family in areas that were affected, and I am happy to say that I've heard from almost everybody, and everyone is safe and doing well, and so there's a lot of relief there. But it's still really overwhelming because these areas in North Carolina are some of the nearest and dearest to my heart, and in the long run, the whole reason we don't have a physical shop is because our plan is to move there. And it's kind of hard to start a physical shop if you need to uproot. So all that to say, we're still shipping. I'm going to become more active again because here's the long story short, we have a tiny company. I hired our first employee this summer to help with running the laser, and that's been great. But the beginning of August, my car was totaled, not my fault. Then I had a show in Atlanta, which was amazing. Then my youngest had surgery, and then Mr. Lucky had surgery. Then we had complications from that surgery, and then I had to buy a car. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Life is finally back to normal. Things are moving along at their normal pace, and just being able to ship things on time became the struggle. Certainly anything over and above was not happening. But anyway, back on track. I am really excited to say that we got added to one of the local markets last minute. So this Sunday, we will be at Front Porch Sundays in South End in Charlotte. If you're local, we would love to see you. They are doing a collection for Western North Carolina. I'll post in my stories, again, the list of items that they are looking for. But I also have kits that are of North Carolina, but I also have some Georgia and South Carolina. And at this point, we will be donating some of the proceeds of those kits to areas that are impacted. Georgia proceeds will go to Georgia areas, and North Carolina will go to North Carolina areas, and South Carolina for South Carolina areas, because I have friends in all of those locations. The other big news is I finally got full kits of Cosmo put together. So if you've never tried Cosmo, it was actually one of the things that really surprised me about the pop-up that we did in Atlanta was how many people had never tried Cosmo and were excited. And then once they laid hands on it, they wanted the full set. And I did not have any sets compiled or put into the computer that way. And guess what? You can't put 500 items on a Shopify ticket. It doesn't work. I learned the hard way. But we now have one ready to go, and 2 or 3 will be ready to go after that one very shortly here. So I'm really excited to be able to offer that. I'm also putting together a holiday gift set. Actually, it's a great starter kit just all the way around, but it's a bobbin box with all of the bobbins needed to fill the box, 2 long floss holders, floss keeps, the Cosmo card that gives you the full list, and then I'm going to include the sample for Cosmo. Cosmo actually has one that's not a standard color. It's actually like 8 lengths of a few of the colors. I don't think they go together very well, but it is an excellent example of Cosmo and how it stitches, and I think that would be a great addition to the box for someone who doesn't know Cosmo. We do sell those separately, but it's kind of unique. I'm not sure that I'm aware of any other floss line that does that. Another big piece of news that happened right before everything just flew south for 2 months is our swatchable pieces are now available for needlepoint. I was working with a shop down in Greenville. Last I heard they're still without power and internet, but the shop is safe. And she and I went back and forth quite a few times to really perfect the pieces. So there are swatch drops and plain drops for larger threads and light yarns that would be used in needlepoint. And they come in 2 different sizes so that it covers, balloons. So that it covers things like 18 mesh and 13 mesh canvases. So kind of excited about getting those out to everybody. I'm sure there's a lot more, but I think at this point, not knowing that there's even audio attached to this thing, I'm just going to leave it there. I hope to see you on Sunday if you're in the area, and if you're not, reach out, let me know how I can help. And after Sunday, if you are interested in one of the regional state kits, and making a donation from that, I can do pre-orders. I just have to get in more materials to cut to make more kits to put them together. So otherwise, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Oh yay, you can't hear me. Okay. I'm not just talking into the void and it having, I don't know. Life's weird. Any rate, I hope you guys all have a great day, a good end to your week, and happy stitching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.